Hey everyone, it is High here, bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, it is finally time for another edition of Best Teams on Global. This is the January 2021 edition, and with a new year comes a new look, of course, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. So first and foremost, the term best teams is my opinion and is purely subjective. There's no official tier list or best teams ranking from Akatsuki or Bandai. Any references or research sources will be linked in the description below. And of course, how I build my teams, I look at multitude of different things, a lot different from probably a lot of individuals. I look at leader skills, damage output, survivability, passives, SA specials, links and categories. Bench and flexibility is very important to me. And then game mode effectiveness, highly important, and then overall gameplay of the team. So like I said, this is going to be a new look. Hopefully you guys will get used to it pretty quickly, but it's virtually all the same information, just a little different format. So one of the things I do want to talk a little bit about before we get into the teams is how I look at game mode effectiveness, right? A lot of people ask me, why do you have Super Battle Road so high up? Well, Extreme Super Battle Road and Super Battle Road are the hardest parts of this game, so I consider that end game. Now, Fighting Legend Goku or the Goku event there, it really hasn't aged very well. Most teams now can complete that with ease, and then a lot of them can actually do no item runs on that. So I don't hold that into high regard as much as I used to. So Infinite Dragon Ball history, same, and then Battlefield. There's some situations where Battlefield is very important, but it's mostly mono teams that you're dealing with, and we're in a category meta. And then finally on the bottom there, if you have World Tournament benefits, great, but it's World Tournament. And then Dokkan events, everybody can do Dokkan events now. So so that's kind of how I look at game mode effectiveness, just kind of give you guys a little bit of insight on how I look at things. So let's go ahead and look at the previous months. So December 2020 ended with a lot of changes. Ended with a brand new number 1 and also a brand new number 10 with Movie Heroes. And of course, I think I went a little bit too far with Go Bros and Goku's family and siblings bond as number 1. We'll see if it drops a little bit with the current new rankings. But hey, I got excited. It was just good to see the Go Bros back at number 1 spot. So, but yes, there are some changes on top. There's some changes on bottom as well. So let's go ahead and dive into the honorable mentions to start off with. Well, that I had trouble pulling Jiren. So the first thing I do want to talk about for kind of like an honorable mention, but not really. I just want to let you guys know I'm merging this team with the Universal Survival Saga team with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. So this is just a team that you can run, which is a full Universal 11 team. A very strong team, but is very, very limited. Not much flexibility, not too many units you can actually choose from, but is very, very strong. So just kind of keep that in mind. It can do 5 Super Battle Roads actually with this leader, with Jiren, and but like I said, it's just going to merge with a couple other teams as well when it comes over with flexibility, because they're really that 150% leader skill, secondary leader skill, is where the flexibility comes in. So just give you guys thoughts on there. So the next honorable mention is a real honorable mention because it's not merged anywhere. Is a lot of people ask me about Majin Buu Power, right? It's like this team is ridiculously strong. Standalone, you guys are absolutely correct. This team standalone, like if I was just judging as it is, it's top tier, right? However, because I look at Super Battle Road and multitude of different things, right? This team here can only do 4 Super Battle Roads as Gohan as the leader. That's it. And yes, technically, if you add the Tech Boo to this, it can do 6, and it gets it closer. It is slightly missing top 10, right? It is definitely a top 15 team. Using my format, but it's just not quite there. You guys could definitely argue it, but maybe in the near future it will be showcased. But just to let you guys know, this is a ridiculous team here, and it's a very, very powerful team. So another honorable mention is the team that actually dropped out, or actually was added last month for the top 10, and now unfortunately I had to drop it out. And I'll tell you why. Even though it can do 8 Super Battle Roads, the flexibility of this team is lacking. Alright, so this is Movie Heroes Fusion. And I just kept playing on it. I was like, you know what? It's there. It can definitely still be a top 10 team. I think most of you guys who are Movie Heroes fans say, yeah, this is a top 10 team. But as I continue to play it, it's just the bench and flexibility, overall gameplay of it isn't as strong as I think with the other teams that I'm considering top 10, because you guys are gonna go get confused with the number 10, because you're like number 10. Well, Majin Buu Saga is pretty close to that, but once again, its flexibility, bench strength is going to be the biggest key to why I put number 10 as number 10. So just give you once again a heads up. Movie Heroes still once again an incredible team, and all these are incredible teams. It's just I have to make concessions here and there when it comes to rankings. So yes, it can do 8 Super Battle Roads, but you find it really difficult to do an Extreme Super Battle Road with AGL, and yeah, do Final Legend Goku and Battlefield and stuff like that. But the bench of flexibility is just definitely not as quite as good as everyone else. So sorry, Movie Hero fans and Fusion fans, it did drop down out of the top 10, but it's right there. Like I said, it is still a top 15 team. So let's go ahead and jump into the top 10. So the top 10 starts with the return of a team that I would say a lot of people would even say like it's top 5, right? So, and that is Strength Cooler with Terrifying Conquerors and Transformation Boost. Well, why did it jump back to top 10? Well, it got one of the best TORs in the game in transforming Frieza. So being a transformation boost unit, yes, it could do only 6 Super Battle Roads. So you're like, well, doesn't Buhan be able to do, or Buu, Tech Buu can do 6 Super Battle Roads as well? Yes, but the diversity of and bench strength of transformation boost absolutely outweighs Majin Power, right? So it can do world tournament just like Majin Power. The only thing they can do that Majin Power can do, especially with the Buhan, the physical team, is an Extreme Super Battle Road no item run. So it's the only thing that's missing, and just an amazing team. As you can see here, this is just the extreme team, right? And you can look at all the amazing units that this can run, and you're running this ridiculous rotation of physical Frieza with the Angel Golden Frieza, and then you can run Buhan on this team as a 170 lead, right? So so it's super strong. You can run one of the best supports in the game in Goddess of Thickness here, so of Toa. And yeah, once again, amazing team. And if you want to go super, if you want to go like not super but Saiyan style, you got amazing Saiyans to pick out of too, right? So you guys know Strength Cooler, amazing unit, amazing team, and it deserves a top 10 spot, even though it can only do 6 Super Battle Roads. One of the highest rankings with that type of Super Battle Road limitation. So coming in number 10 is Strength Cooler, Terrifying Conquerors, and Transformation Boost. So coming in number 9, this didn't change, so they stayed the same, and that's going to be Hybrid Saiyans and Bottom Master and Disciple. So this team here is a super fun team, especially using the Master and Disciple Hybrid Saiyans combination. You're basically running this team right here. It can do 7 Super Battle Roads. It could get close to a no item run Extreme Super Battle Road. It's tough. It's very tough to. I have never done it, but it's possible. Yeah, it's what I'm saying, overall fun team. What I really like, I really enjoy playing is this team here, right? This is the Bottom Master Disciple team with the Beerus, Whis, and Vados combination. And if you haven't run this team with the Gohan leader here, because Gohan can support Bottom Master Disciple, this team is ridiculously strong. So you'll see a version of this, up in the top tier as well. But I really enjoy playing with this team here. And of course, we'd be amiss if we're talking about Hybrid Saiyans and not talk about one of the best TURs in the game in Tech Transformation Gohan, Ultimate Gohan here. So he has Saviors and Hybrid Saiyans category, so this is a version of a team that you can run. But with Gohan, he only could do 5 Super Battle Roads, unfortunately. As a leader, he's limited and more limited than some of these other units on here. But all in all, still fantastic team. We're using a double support, which I didn't do here, so let me fix that as we're going with this. So coming in at number 9 is Hybrid Saiyans, but with Saviors and Bottom Master Disciple. So, but it is considered for me Hybrid Saiyans. So, Alright, so coming in number 8, once again, no change here in the number 8 spot, and that is Future Saga. So Future Saga still holds its spot here. No one jumped them because they really didn't get an upgrade. However, it got slightly upgrade because of the super class category Key plus 3 HP and attack defense 120% secondary leader or secondary leader skill, because you can run any super units that were proposed and came out in the game, and that's in a sense Jiren and the EZA for Topo and all those things. All those units that were introduced can be run on this team if you wanted to, but of course you want to focus on Future Saga because you're getting 170% boost there, and you can do a combo of many different things. So I didn't do too many slides here. If you guys want to see other teams or other team builds, you can definitely check out December or even November, because Future Saga really hasn't left the top 10 for a while, and it really equates to that secondary leader skill, providing a lot of flexibility. And yes, it can do 8 super battle roads, so then that's really that benchmark number that you're looking for, is 8 super battle roads, and yeah, world tournament approved as well. So yeah, coming in number 8, once again, still at the same Future Saga with transformation Trunks, and I think 7 and 6 are still the same. It gets a little bit of an upgrade, and that's number 7, and it's final trump card Potara, particularly Potara, because I would say if you want to run a final trump card team, you're not generally going to run Gogeta. So that's why I'm going to say it's Potara final trump card at number 7 here. 8 super battle roads with Tech Vegito blue, and then a whole plethora of different units that you can run. So very strong team here. The extra bonus that you get is you can run God Topo on this team as a final trump card unit for support, just in case you don't have the thickness of time, which a lot of people don't. A lot of people ask me, it's like, what can I use versus thickness of time? Well, now you got EZA God Topo, which is a lot easier to get than her. So multitude of different combinations you can run. What do I have here in the secondary one here? Oh yeah, a full Vegito team. Why not? And you can definitely use as a leader and a friend, combination, right? So you don't have to, because of the 170% with Potara, you can actually run a full Vegito team and get 170% with the OG Vegito versus the 150% with final trump card and Potara. So this being 150% leader and being so high in the rankings shows you how powerful the final trump card and Potara team actually is. So coming in number 7, once again, I think it's still the same from last month, is final trump card and Potara with Tech Vegito blue. Coming number 6, I believe it's the same. It is Pure Saiyans. Once again, I can't boost this up any higher, I guess, because the top 5 is just so ridiculously powerful. But it is the most diverse bench you can get in the game. So I've said this multiple times. If Pure Saiyans had 170% leader skill, that would be the best team, period, for a very long time, until they break the 170% meta. So I guess they're just waiting on that, because Transformation Vegeta has been around for a long time, and we really haven't had any leader come close to being above 150 or even match 150 as a Pure Saiyans leader. So, and why? Because like I said, the bench is ridiculous, and I could have did like 7 slides here with different combinations. I just kept this combination here with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. You have LR Beyond Blue with LR Bombku, but you can do some crazy stuff, right? You can, oh, by the way, I did put the 2000 day Goku on here, so that is now available on global for those who have played it literally from the start. I'm about less than 300 days away from getting that unit, but you can get UI Goku on here. You can do LR Super Vegito, just ridiculous combinations, a full Kalen Khalifa team if you wanted to. So yeah, we know how good Pure Saiyans is. It's just number 6 because it's 150% lead. It is the best 150% lead. It can do 8 super battle roads, world tournament approved, no item run, legendary Goku event, no problem. So it's just not quite the top tier because everything else is pretty much 170%. But coming in number 6, still kind of hanging in there at number 6 is Transformation Vegeta and Pure Saiyans. So, all right, top 5 time. So some changes some changes, and let's start from number 5 right now, and let's look at Kamehameha. So AGL Gohan, still a great leader, better leader than probably a unit than in itself, right? But it is just kind of hanging out in the top 5. This team here is the Dokkan Festival exclusive team, so I still always show this slide, okay? So because it is the only 170% Dokkan Festival exclusive team that you can ever build, so it is a highlight. It is something special here, but generally speaking, if you're going to build a team, it's going to look more like this here. The biggest issue with the Kamehameha team is, yes, it can do 8 Super Battle Roads, but it can barely do an Extreme Super Battle Road, right? It's very difficult. it's not the fault of the team. It's just how hard they made the AGL, or you're fighting against what strength, right? So extreme strength super battle road. It's just ridiculously hard. So it just shows that yeah, your team just needs to be better. Or I don't know. I bring their rank down just because of that a little bit. And also a big knock and issue on Kamehameha is, man, give Kamehameha some support. I'm just still using this unit right here in the SSR Great Saiyaman 2. When he Dokkan awakens, it's going to be great. So can't wait for that to happen. But you can run a multitude of combinations with this team here. If you guys want to see some other team builds, definitely look at the December or the November. Not too much has changed on this team, but still super strong. Really, the addition of LR Beyond Blue on this is really nice. But you can run some extreme teams as well with like Buhan and stuff like that, and Cell. But I just didn't put them on these slides here. I just, once again, it took me a long time to get the format changed and things of that nature, so left them out. If you want to check out the December video, it'll all be there. Not much of changes there. So coming in at number 5, Kamehameha with AGL Gohan. And yeah, let's look at number 4, because I said in the top of the videos, like, I think I may have went a little bit too far, a little bit too high on Go Bros, and I brought them back down a little bit down to reality. So one of the things, the reason why I put Go Bros, Siblings Bond, and Goku's Family at number 1 last month was I got crazy lucky and I did an Extreme Super Battle Road no item run. It was with a team that I showed you in December, but it was just lucky. I try to do it again. I'm like, yeah, this is really hard. It's doable. It's been done. I've done it, but you just have to get extremely lucky. And I think with that and the other teams I'm going to be talking about, the other teams can do Extreme Super Battle Roads like no problem. So this one was just like pure luck. 8 Super Battle Roads, which once again it's that number that you want to reach for. And I would say still one of the best leader skills in the game with Siblings Bond category Key plus 4, attack 170%, HP and defense 150, and then Goku's Family at attack 170. Yeah, HP and defense are below at 130, but it is just a wide range of flexibility here. And you can look at this team here with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and Bamku with UI Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. That's a great team that you can run, and then you're running Go Bros just kind of off rotation on as a floater there. That's super strong. Or you can do something like this, like I've mentioned in the Bond of Master and Disciple. This is a very fun team to run, and because you're getting plus 4 to key versus plus 3 to key, you get that extra key that's going to help with Beerus and Beerus and Whis get to that super attack, which normally they do have some issues on there. So one of the best support units in the game in High School Gohan is on this team, and just ultimately it's a great team. It was number 1 last month, but I did drop it 3 spots because it really didn't get a huge upgrade at all anywhere. And so other teams I talked about here is this quadruple support team. So if you want to run Go Bros at its like max, something like this is crazy fun. So check this team out. And then finally, this team, it just talks about how I merged the Goku's Family here. So if you want to run just Super Saiyan 4 Goku, then this works out here. The reason why I had to merge, because this is such a great team, but it only can do 4 Super Battle Roads with this leader. So Super Saiyan 4 Goku really can't do too much Super Battle Roads. So, and same thing, if you want to run Super Battle Road with Goku, Extreme Super Battle Road, it's crazy difficult, right? It's as difficult as Kamehameha. So anyway, coming in number 4, it dropped down. Yes, it dropped down from number 1. Like I said, I think it went a little bit too happy there. But Go Bros is still in the top 5, especially with this resume that they have there. So what's number 3 then? What's number 3? What's number 2? What's number 1? So here comes the top 3 best teams on global, in my opinion. Coming in at number 3 is Majin Buu Saga. So it did jump above Goku's family because this was number 2 last month. However, it did drop 1 spot because 2 other teams went in front of Majin Buu Saga here. So the reason why this is probably not number 1 is literally just because it can only do 7 Super Battle Roads. That's the only knock I have on Battle of the Wits Majin Buu Saga with LR Strength Super Vegito. This unit's ridiculous, the best LR in the game, and just has a crazy big category with Majin Buu Saga. And then some of these top tier units that you want to use, like, you know, Tech Vegito Blue, he's on Battle of Wits, so it all works out. This team here can easily do Extreme Super Battle Road no item run. Alright, so that's the difference between this versus the Go Bros, which I got lucky to do that one, and I considered that. I said, you know what, I have to move this team up. Even though it can do 1 less Super Battle Road, it can just do things so easily that it's just super powerful. So so that's the reason why I ended up putting Super Vegito's team above and beyond. So not only they can run this team here, this is the team I like to run the most here, but you can run a full Vegito team like Potara, but better than Potara because you're running at 170, and it's just overall better, right? So this team is really fun here, and you got to bring Super Saiyan 4 Vegito as well, so a true full Vegito team, and it's really dynamic. But let's say you want to run more of the Buu side. So here's kind of where you would say, well, yes, Majin Power is not in the top 10, but guess what? You can run a pretty much a Majin Power team, but running with LR Super Vegito, right, as floaters. And yeah, you can run this team, and it's gonna do very well. So so yeah, you can run even an extreme team with this as a Majin Power type team. And the diversity is just really good. The flexibility is solid. I wish I had another leader skill at like 150 somewhere, but we do have a 130 in Super Vegito in the physical one, but it's just not really quite the same. So coming in number 3, still in the top 5, and it will stay here for quite some time, is going to be Majin Buu Saga and Battle of the Wits with LR Strength Super Vegito. All right. So now let's go into the number 2 and number 1. The biggest jumps for these two, because these two were number 4 and number 5, but these two teams got the biggest boost in this last 2 celebrations. And starting at number 2, it was hard. Number 2 and number 1, I was flip-flopping. I was like, I can do this, I can do this way. But it all came down to bench and flexibility is the reason why it's the difference between 1 and 2. So coming in at number 2 is Universal Survival Saga and Representative Universe 7 with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken as the leader. And the reason why it's here is their bench got a lot better. It can do 9 Super Battle Roads, and it got one of the best LRs in the game into their to their team in LR Jiren. Now, I'm not showcasing Jiren here, just want to let show you what typically people were running on this team prior to Jiren showing up. You got the Easy 8 Topo now on here, and when you're able to run that combo of 17 and Friku together, and then you have that main rotation of LR Super Saiyan, the LR Beyond Blue, and then UI Goku. Fantastic combination. This can also do a Extreme Super Battle Road really easily as well. UI Goku, being a big help with that. Now, if you are going to run Jiren, not only that we ended up getting Jiren, and I like to put Jiren on this team, and then have Topo be the floater support here, you can bring the physical Frieza on here as well. And that's a huge benefit. Once again, he is a one of the best TORs in the game. So that pairing up with Angel Gold and Frieza as well can work out really great. The only problem with Angel Gold and Frieza, the Int one, is he does do a debuff to your own team for super types. But if you're going to run a main rotation, you're only just going to rotate that in here and there. So, you know, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, it takes a while for him to increase his attack anyway, so he has to get hit a few times. So, but the bench strength just got so much better in this last celebration with physical transforming Frieza, with the EZAs. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about Kel and Caulifla, right? Kel and Caulifla got their EZAs, right? So you know what? I didn't even put Kale in here. What the heck? The EZA for Kale. So the physical EZA Kale, for some reason I didn't put as the alts down there, but definitely you could put them down there as well. But you can run a full Kale and Caulifla team here as well, and that diversity just got really improved, and the flexibility got hugely improved on there. Not as quite as number one, but just up there, and having that it can be the main leader, being able to do 9 Super Battle Roads, you know, it can easily be said that this could be the number one team in the game. Now, of course, if you don't want to run Kel and Caulifla, you can then run this, or not Kel and Caulifla, if you want to run Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken on the main slot, you can run a team like this, right? But usually I run Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken as a floater in most of like this team, or something of that nature. So anyway, just like I said, some different ideas here. Now, of course, Jiren, this team here, you can actually run 2 Jirens, and you can separate each other when it comes to the leader skill, so that you're getting 150% from Jiren, and then you're getting the 170% from Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. So this way you can run some crazy teams like this with 2 LR Jirens, and then you can run like this Frieza as a floater here, but you can probably even put this unit right here. So there's some fun stuff that you can do with this team now, with all these extra units and top tier units at 2 as well for Representative Universe 7, Universal Survivors. And don't forget, one of the hardest hitting teams in the game is still on this as Representative Universe 7, and a full tech team here, no problem. Triple support, thickness of time, you got Vegito and Ebola there, and you're just killing fools, steamrolling them with LR Friku. So coming in at number 2, Universal Survival Saga, Representative Universe 7 / Universe 11, I guess, as well, as the number 2 spot, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. All right, number 1. Then you're like, okay, well, I've seen this team. What's left? Well, you guys should know by now. Number 1, back in the number 1 spot. It's been a while since this team has been back in number 1, but Realm of Gods returns back as the number 1 slot, 8 Super Battle Roads, the flexibility of different leaders, and basically everything that the Representative Universe 7, Universal Survival Saga can do, and upgraded. In a sense, Realm of Gods got upgraded as well. So with that, the Zamasu can do the 8 Super Battle Roads. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you want to run 8 Super Battle Roads, the Zamasu is the team that you're going to be, or the Zamasu is going to be the leader that you're going to run, and kind of exchange a lot of different units, and it's all doable, right? So not only you can run kind of the super team here with amazing combination of Vegito Blue and Vegito Blue, right? EZA Vegito Blue and Tech LR Vegito Blue, but that amazing combination of UI Goku and LR Gobros, not Gobros, LR Beyond Blue is fun as well. So, and huge benefit with thickness of time as a support unit. But you can run an extreme team here as well, right? We haven't seen so many opportunities to run Rose, except for the Future Saga team, but Rose is an amazing unit, can do so much damage here, especially with the the EZA physical Goku Black there, very beneficial there as well. So you can run something like this. So, but I think a lot of people run Realm of Gods using the Beerus as the leader, and I totally makes sense there. So if you are going to run this, you can probably run a team like this, and it's just going to be just killing fools, right? You got Jiren and Topo as a rotation, and then UI Goku and Beyond Blue as a rotation, and then Beerus as basically floaters, right? So, and the reason why this isn't up higher like the main, because it only could do 4 Super Battle Roads, so very limited in Beerus' Super Battle Roads, giving him less flexibility as overall leader, but still a great unit overall. Because of course, if you're gonna run Beerus, you're gonna run that Beerus team that I've been showing you in Siblings Bond and in Bond of Master and Disciple. But this one is probably the best of the best, because you're running a triple support with Vados, Topo, and Thickness of Time, and then you're just doing a Beerus Whis as a as main rotations, right? So very strong team here. If you haven't ran it, run it. It is super fun if you have these units here. And then let's talk about how to do a no item run Extreme Super Battle Road, and that's using 130% UI Goku, right? So if you run a strength Extreme Super Battle Road or super strength, so you're going up against extreme physical, you can do a no item run, and you can actually do 7 Super Battle Roads with LRUI Goku. LRUI Goku is an astounding 130% unit, right? Usually I don't really notice the 130% leader skill, but in this case scenario, because it can no item run an Extreme Super Battle Road, very highly beneficial, and one of the reasons why I pushed Realm of Gods back up to number 1 over Universal Survival Saga. So there you have it, Realm of Gods with Zamasu, Beerus, and UI Goku. Very amazing team, and deserves back at the number 1 spot. So let's go ahead and do a summary here. Alright, number 10 to number 1. Number 10 is the Strength Cooler with Transformation Boost Terrifying Conquerors. Then you have the Hybrid Saiyans. Then you have Future Saga. Then you have Final Trump Carpetara, Pure Saiyans, Kamehameha, Gobros, and Goku's Family, Majin Buu Saga, Battle Wits, Universal Survival Saga, U11, U7, and then Realm of Gods as number 1, returning into its rightful spot. Tell me what you guys think. Long video here, but hey, you know, it's the kickoff to a brand new year, and love to hear you guys' comments. Did I get it right? Probably not. Let me know. And if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we'll catch you next time. Later.